Funny Natural High with Miss A-N-N-I-E. Well, welcome to your first balloon tutorial class on our Funtastic Monday. Yes, Funtastic Monday. Take one. Well, I'm so happy that you decided to join us on today. And as I promised, I will be teaching you step by step with instructions. So the first thing you want to do in all of your classes, guys, is grab a pen that writes and a pad, because you always want to write down your notes so that way you can refer to them a little later. Some of my best achievements as a balloon artist came when I wrote my notes down, and I was able to go back later and read over them and say, oh, that's how he achieved that, or that's how she achieved that. Isn't that awesome? So many times you can retain a lot of things up here, but you need to have a lot of things on pen and paper and also in your heart. Now, one of the things I want to share with you about being a balloon artist, or just having balloons as a talent and skill in general, is safety. If you have little siblings or sister and brother or whomever, if you're in the community or in the public place or any place, you want to make sure safety is priority. So you want to keep your balloons stored in either your bag that is a cooler, and you keep your bags in here in the summertime because you keep your bags of balloons in here, during the summer months specifically, with a cooler pack or ice pack, so that your balloons will not get overheated, and as you're doing balloon twisting, things pop. So you keep them stored in here so that children won't have access to them so quickly. That's number one. Number two, whenever a balloon pops, balloon artists, if you can't get to the balloon right away, then have someone to pick it up and just put it in your pocket, and I'll show you how to use those balloons that pop and they burst as scraps for later designs. So you want to remember, safety is first. Never give babies, infants, and toddlers the colors that resemble these balloons that you see right here, because God forbid, and we come against that in Jesus' name, that no one will choke on our watch at all, ever. If they swallow the balloon, then it's hard for paramedics to tell which is their lungs and which are their lungs, or which may be the balloon. So you don't want to give balloons to infants and toddlers. Look at the recommended age that is on the balloons, or use your own judgment. Now, the first thing that you're going to need again is to remember to practice. If you don't practice, guys, you can't be great. Don't expect to be great if you don't practice, but do expect whatever you put into your learning, your practicing, and execution, it will bring you the best results. So the first thing you're going to need to do is be prepared. So you should already have your pump, as our orientation indicated that on Annie the Kinderklown. You should already have a hand pump, which is used for inflation. And you should have your twisting balloons, which are used for twisting. So these are the very basic balloons that you will need at this time for over the next 4 weeks. After the next 4 weeks, then we'll get into introducing a few other type of balloon shapes and geometrical shapes and things of that nature. But I also want to encourage you guys to invest in possibly getting some felt tipped balloon markers. Sharpie is the leading brand, or you can get paint markers. They have all kinds of colors. I have every color in the rainbow. And you can make faces on your balloons, but some of the balloons that you purchase will already come like so. Okay, so what we are going to do today is talk about inflation and tying, and we already talked about safety and storage. So when you are going forward as a balloon artist, you don't have to be a clown. It can be a hobby, and it can be something that you do as a group with your church, your school, your family, or your church family. But whatever you do, just have fun. These tutorials are scheduled for success and to have fun, and they will go around the world, as I know God will give us favor and bring families together, children, youth, and families, church families too. So when you have these events for different community outreach, you have resources and you have people in the house that are prepared. So this is our tutorial today that's going to talk more about preparation. You always want to be accessorized in whatever you do. You don't have to be a clown, but you sure should look really cute. And this is my hamburger hat that I wear whenever I am a balloon artist. And I like to wear all kinds of accessories. Everybody say accessorize. That's right. Give yourselves a hand if you're going to accessorize. You should always be bold, bright, colorful, and stand out among any other entertainer or crowd. Not that you're competing with anybody, but just be the best you that you can be. Now, when you're inflating, you're going to need to put your balloon on this tip, on the tip of your balloon. And so I am going to use this color right here. This is a marigold. So you're going to open that, have it on a flat surface, and put it down over top of there. Let's see, let's do it again. You're going to open it up. And when you're doing balloon twisting, guys, inflation or tying, you have to be patient. Don't beat yourself up, but be patient. Okay? Now, you want to keep your thumb and your forefinger on that nozzle holding that balloon down. The very back of your pump will open and you inflate using your eyes and your hands to see. Leaving a bubble on the end of that balloon is what you want to do. And there you have it, letting a little air out. And tie. When you tie, there are so many ways you can tie, just like tying a shoe. You just do it the best way you can. Sometimes you might want to use 2 fingers and tuck it under. Bring it under like that. So whenever you inflate your balloon, you always want to make sure that you practice using your eyes and your hand. That is how you coordinate tying. So today we're talking about what? Safety, storage, tying, and inflation. So I want you guys to practice really hard on your inflation. We're going to do it again. These tutorials, guys, are going to be scheduled for no more than 10 to 12 minutes because we want you guys to practice and work hard at your execution. Again, you're using your eyes and your hands to look to see everything that you're doing and mounting that balloon up. Inflate. Take your time. I know you may get excited and feel that you can actually do it. Oh my goodness. It's nothing like feeling that you can achieve something. but it takes time. Letting some air out, not too much air because your balloon should still be firm. You can use 2 fingers or 1 finger, whichever works best for you. And me, I still like to use 2 fingers. Tie it, but don't pull it. And there you have it. If you work on your inflation and your tying, that is how you get the victory. And that is how you will achieve being a great balloon artist at best. Again, don't forget, you will need a hand pump for inflation. Some people use their mouths, but I am recommending a hand pump from your local party store, Party City, Walmart. It just depends, or inbox me and I can give you details at Annie the Kinderklown. And you will need your choice of colors of twisting balloons. And to add character, magic markers that have a safe felt. See that tip? Felt tip. You don't want the one that has the very fine tip for writing, but you want felt tip markers, so that way when you draw character on the faces of your balloons, you can do so successfully. Now, our next tutorial, we are going to get into twisting and making a basic animal. I will see you right here the next time with Miss Annie the Kinderklown. Please like and subscribe, as this is our first lesson, number 1. Are you ready to have some fun? Bye-bye.